Lord Shri Krishna was born in human form, and Lord Shri Krishna has done many types of miracles in his life. But how did Lord Shri Krishna do these miracles? Because Lord Shri Krishna had attained the highest peak of consciousness, i.e. 16th level. Lord Shri Krishna had mastered 64 Vidyas and 64 arts, and that is why he was able to do miracles. We can also do miracles, if we get the knowledge of these arts. Then let us know what are these 14 Vidyas and 16 arts. So friends, there is a difference between Vidya and art. Vidya is of two types, Paravidya and Aparavidya. There are many types of Vidyas under this. Similarly, arts are also of two types, first worldly arts and second spiritual arts. First of all, we know about Vidyas. Two types of Vidyas have been mentioned in Vidya Hindu religious texts. First is Paravidya and second is Aparavidya. This Paravidya is called worldly and Aparavidya is called transcendental Vidya. There are many saints or ascetics in the world who know these Vidyas in some form or the other. They know these Vidyas. It is on the strength of this that they can describe the past and the future, and on the strength of this they can also get the power to perform miracles. Education, Kalpa, Grammar, Nirukta, Chant, Nakshatra, Vastu, Ayurveda, Vedas, Ritual, Astrology, Samudrik Shastra, Hastar Rekha, Archery, etc. All these are Paravidya, but Pranvidya, Tratak, Hypnosis, Magic, Spell, Paralysis, Indrajal, Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, tying the chowki, dropping the garb, coming out of the subtle body, having the knowledge of the previous birth, going invisible, becoming Trikaldarshi, Mritsanjeevni Vidya, telling water, Ashtsthis, Navniti, etc. are Aparavidya. But basically only 14 Vidyas are important. Now we know about the arts. Arts are of two types, worldly arts and spiritual arts. In the worldly arts, martial arts, language writing, drama, song, music, gimmick, tamasha, Vastu Shastra, architecture, painting, sculpture, cooking, literature, making creepers, dance, clothes and jewelry, making aromatic substances, perfume oil, city building, needlework, craft work, making drinkable and edible items, cooking, testing gold, silver, diamonds, emeralds, etc. gems, speaking the language of parrot, mina, etc. worldly arts. There are 64 types of arts mentioned in the scriptures. Spiritual arts. There are basically 16 spiritual arts. According to the Upanishads, a person endowed with 16 arts is equal to God, or he can say that he is God himself. The 16 arts are actually different states of the enlightened soul. Enlightenment means consciousness, state of self-knowledge or awakening or level of awareness. The conscious power in the being or the radiance of the Lord that is being expressed. The same number of arts are considered. This is how the difference between the living and the non-living is made. Just as there is less light in the phase of the moon on the day of Pratipata, and as the phase of the moon increases, its light also increases, and on the day of the full moon, the moon shines completely. In this way, the soul becomes divine and supernatural. The less awakening of the soul is considered the first phase, and when the soul is at the peak of its awakening, it is considered the 12th phase, and the person endowed with the 16th phase becomes equal to God. Now, let us get information about what these 16 arts are. In the Prashna Upanishad, Maharishi Pipalada tells us about this. We give information about these 16 arts. The first art is name. When the soul expressed itself and this world and universe was created, then all the elements and substances got a name, and the name is also associated with form and quality. We know and recognize any person, thing, or substance by its name, form or quality. This is the first awakening of the soul. When a person comes into this world, he sees various forms, experiences various qualities such as cold, heat, pain, happiness etc., and he hears various names. Stone, tree, plant, Ramesh Suresh. This is the first awakening or first art of the soul. Under this, all the named, quality-bearing and form-bearing inanimate and conscious matter are included. The second art is luck. Now when a person is born and comes into this world and grows up a bit, he gets information about his locality, village, city, state, country, and the world. When an animal grows up, it gets information about its area. The level of awakening of the soul has now expanded from name, form, and quality to luck, that is, he started getting information about the world. Till now he did not know who he is, from where he has come and why he has come. The soul has such a deep knowledge. Awakening is called the second art, which includes small children, humans, animals, birds etc. The third art is karma. Now a person starts his karma after coming into the world, like eating, drinking, sleeping, copulating, producing children, fighting, quarreling, loving. Now the awakening of the soul has increased and reached the third stage, and it is called the third art of the soul. A person born in this world has only this much knowledge or awakening, that I am born to eat, drink, sleep and produce children. The fourth art is called mantra. Now a person does karma, but he also starts getting the knowledge that which karma is right and which karma is wrong. He should not cause pain to others. He should not eat the food that belongs to others. I will live in harmony with everyone. I will help the unhappy people. When a person starts developing such ideals, then it is called a mantra. You must have heard many people saying that this is my life mantra. Now the consciousness of a person has risen above creatures. Only humans and some intelligent creatures come under it. This is the fourth stage or fourth art of the soul, where he starts getting knowledge or awakening about what is good, what is bad, what is right, what is right. It is wrong, and the vision that guides this thinking, the motto is called mantra kala. Most of the people of this world live in this fourth kala and are not able to take their consciousness above it in their entire life. Now the fifth kala is tapasya. Now when a person says that I will not eat the food that belongs to others, then he will have to sacrifice food and may have to stay hungry for a few days. When a person says that I will give happiness to others, then he will have to sacrifice his own happiness. When a person says that I will live in harmony with everyone, then he will have to give up his anger and violence, and this sacrifice is called tapasya. Now the soul of the person has become so awakened that he can do tapasya for other objects and people of the world. Now he cannot see anyone unhappy. Now he cannot see injustice happening to anyone, and that is why he sacrifices his external and internal things to give happiness to others. That is called the fifth kala, tapasya kala. The name of the sixth kala is virya, i.e. energy or power. Now the person starts getting knowledge of worldly and supernatural powers. As he started living together, he got knowledge of collective power. If he broke the law, then the law was punished. The knowledge of power was gained. From this king to the power of the country and the world, he started getting knowledge of physical and mental powers. He started getting knowledge of the powers of sacrifice, penance, and meditation, and he started getting knowledge of spiritual powers, and by getting knowledge of these powers, he becomes the sixth level of consciousness, i.e. one of 6 arts. The seventh art is anam. Any creature in the world does 3 main tasks: first is eating food, second is copulation, and third is sleeping. Food and water are his first priority to survive, and to get the same, he keeps struggling throughout his life and creates many options of food. The soul which is not awakened lives life only for eating, and many people eat food only for taste. For them, food is not for sustaining life but for getting taste. But when you get the seventh art of the soul, then you yourself start knowing which food is right for you and which food you should not eat. You start knowing why you are eating food. You do not have to ask anyone what you should eat and what you should not eat during fasting. You yourself get the knowledge of this. It seems that you should eat meat or not, you should eat fruits or fast, you know this yourself. Now you are not eating food just for taste. Even if you get 5 dishes, you do not become very happy, and even if you get dry bread to eat, you do not become sad because you have reached the 6th level of the soul of consciousness. The name of the 7th phase of the soul is mind. Many seekers and ascetics reach the 7th phase. After reaching here, you start getting knowledge of the mind. You start seeing the difference between mind and soul. You start getting knowledge of the mental sheath of the soul. You start getting knowledge of the activities of the mind, its fickleness, and how the mind can be calm and stable. You come to know how the mind is the cause of liberation and bondage. Your mind, which used to become sad, emotional, and happy due to circumstances, events, objects, people and matter, now its complete control comes in your hands. When a person conquers the mind, he becomes a person of 7 phases. The 8th phase of the soul is the senses. Now you have gained control over the mind, but the senses are the ones that drive the mind and pull it along. Wherever the senses go, your mind will also go there. Therefore, it is very important to gain control over the senses. The first is the sense of taste, which will attract you towards different types of tastes and will pull you along, but when you reach this 8th level, taste is not important for you. The eye sense will attract you towards very beautiful, gruesome, horrific, violent erotic scenes, but on attaining this art, such scenes will not matter to you. The hearing sense will attract you towards sounds like sweet music, sweet talks, sleep, abuses, but such sounds cannot have any good or bad effect on you. The reproductive sense will attract you towards sex, but whether you have sex or not, you have complete control over it. You have full awareness about when to have sex and why to have sex, when not to have sex, and follow celibacy. Similarly, if you gain control over all the senses, then you become the master of the 8 arts, and only a few accomplished yogis can reach here, who have controlled their minds and have gained full control over the senses. The name of the 9th art is earth. I am big. I am beautiful. I am the most capable. I am the most honest. Everyone respects me a lot. Everyone is afraid of me. Everyone likes me. People are jealous of me because of my ability. When you rise above such feelings, the ego within you is destroyed. Then you start gaining control over the earth element. You come to know that neither are you better than anyone, nor different from anyone, nor superior to anyone, because you are made from the molecules of this earth element, from which the whole universe is also made. With the activation of the earth element, now you start getting stability in your thoughts and in your actions as well. Now your Mooladhara chakra starts getting activated. And when you gain full control over the earth element, you start getting many sthis. You get sthis named anima and lagma, that is, you can make your body bigger or smaller. You can transform any substance into any other substance. You can heal the wounds on the body. You can cure any disease. You get healing power, and in this way you become the master of 10 arts. The name of the 10th art is Jal. Now your level of consciousness has risen so much that you start getting knowledge of Jal Tattva, i.e. various forces like gravitational force, electromagnetic force, muscular force, mechanical force, frictional force, and for this you do not need to be a scientist. You can gain control over these forces and you will get many sthis like garama and lagma, i.e. you can make your body or any object very heavy or light. Just like Neem Karoli Baba made the train so heavy that it could not move even an inch forward, and Lord Shri Krishna lifted the entire Govardhan mountain on his one finger, and Lord Hanuman lifted the entire mountain and took it to Lanka. You get the ability to attract anything, bring it to you or send it far away. You become capable of observing your intelligence and using it correctly. The name of the 11th art is Agni. Now your third eye, i.e. the eye of knowledge, opens up. You can create fire in any object. You can control the temperature, cold or heat. Your aura will start becoming very big. Now you get the sthiti named Prapti, under which you can understand the language of any animal, bird, or living creature. The name of the 12th art is Vayu. Now your soul has risen so high that you can fly in the sky by gaining control over the air element, and can also go inside the ground. You can also stay inside water for many days. This is called Prakmayasthiti, which is obtained by gaining control over the air element. The name of the 13th art is Akash. There is complete control over the sky element. Every word spoken is true. There is uniformity with all the Panchbhut, and there is control over everything. The living and non-living work according to the wish. After gaining control over these 13 arts, man becomes God. Now his soul vision has developed so much that he cannot do any wrong work. His only goal remains, and that is the welfare of the world. All the resolutions and options come to an end. The name of the Chavi art is Shraddha. Now the person develops immense faith or belief in the